Good morning. We'll get started here in just a moment. All right. Any requests for today?
No, everything's good. Just whatever
All righty.
you want to do.
Let's go ahead. We're going to begin in seated. So grab your block or bolster or something if you'd like to sit on it. All right. And I have kind of a YinVin type class for us today. So the first half would be more yin, and then we'll get more movement as we move into the class. So sitting tall, aligning the body. And the option here, if you'd like to take Jnana Mudra, so you just take the index and thumb tips to touch and create a little circle. The other fingers extend. And then the palms rest up as you come into your posture. Allow the eyes to soften down or close. And begin to follow the breaths as they come and go. Feel the rise and fall of the belly and the chest. Allow your awareness to rest at your heart space for just a moment. And just feel into your heart to notice if there's something there that you'd like some clarity around. And then rest at the belly for a moment and see if anything comes forward as far as intuition or clarity or anything along those lines. There may not be, but there could be. So just pausing to check in. And then bringing the awareness to the space of the brows, right between the brows and the middle of the forehead, the third eye. Check in for anything you need more clarity, that you want to be able to see better, understand better. Maybe a little more focus. And I'll repeat our affirmation 3 times. Feel free to silently repeat it for yourself. As my clarity awakens, I experience the calm of my true being. As my clarity awakens, I experience the calm of my true being. As my clarity awakens, I experience the calm of my true being. And then allow the fingers to wiggle, circle through the wrists, shift into the shoulders. Big inhale, arms rise. Rotate to your right, lower the arms. Take 3 breaths in your little spinal twist. Inhale overhead. Rotate to your left, lower the arms. 3 breaths. Inhale forward, lift the arms. And exhale, hands down through heart. As the hands come down, lower chin toward chest. Let the body soften and release the back of the neck. Take a moment to open and close the mouth. Maybe swirl the tongue and let there be space and ease there. Head hangs heavy. Inhale, the head comes back up. Shrug up the shoulders. Exhale, big sigh as the shoulders drop. Inhale, shrug up. Big sigh. One more. And then any little organic moves that feel right for you. And gently make your way to hands and knees, coming into your tabletop. And once you arrive, we'll just take a couple of flows through cat-cow. So exhale to really round the spine into the air. And then when you're ready, inhale to roll from tailbone through crown. Let the heart expand open. And one more. And back to neutral. Just taking your pause to check in. And then lengthen the legs behind you. Lower the hips down. Stack the hands and bring your forehead to rest on your hands. Crocodile. Crocodile supports the bringing clarity to the mind and softening through the front of the body. Letting the forehead rest gives you that point for concentration and focus. Slow, steady breaths. Three more breaths, slow and deep. And on that next inhalation, rise to your forearms, bringing the elbows under the shoulders, the palms down. Allow the legs to go a little wider if you'd like here. Toes turn out. And then if you'd like to take this without having to hold with your arms, you're welcome to slide blocks under your chest to take some of the effort, or even a bolster under the chest, which makes this um, more of a yin because you're not physically having to hold the pose. It's also really nice with a bolster if you happen to have one. Oh, that's one of those really thick ones. Check it out, see how it feels.
Yeah, this I think mine might be too thick. I don't know. That feels good.
Feel safe and comfortable in your body?
Yeah,
Okay. All right. I have one like that also, but rarely take it down. For me, it's just a little too thick.
it is. Yeah, I need to get a thinner one. This is way too thick.
Yeah, we use those in the studios, which is great. They're very durable, and with the repeated use, they actually become more comfortable. I
Yeah,
just haven't used mine enough to get it broke down.
yeah.
All right, allow the shoulders to soften a little bit if you don't have to engage to hold. Maybe even let the head hang. 3 more breaths. And then we'll slowly inhale the head back up. Use the hands to press the body away from the floor. You might need to bring them in closer to your hips to get around the bolster. And as you ease the body up, maybe keep your bolster and maybe turn it the other direction. Let the knees move wide and ease your body back for a supported child's pose. You can keep it either direction, or you can do without, maybe even use a blanket or rolled or fold blanket if you would like. So with yin, we do try to use the props. Allowing the body to be supported takes muscle engagement out of the pose and gives you room for a little more ease. Three more breaths. And then we slowly lift the head, ease the body up, and you can move your bolster to the side. Bring the knees underneath you. And as you're ready, extend one leg behind you, tuck the toes, take a little rock forward and back. And then the other leg. Yeah. And then bring it in. Take your paws in tabletop. Just check in, notice, and feel. And then as you're ready, grab your blocks if you'd like to use them. We'll be stepping the right foot forward. And now we'll move into a little more activity. So we'll inhale to ease the hips forward, exhale to ease them back. Starting to wake up the hip a little more, floss through the joint. And then we'll ease back, lengthen the leg, lift and lower through the foot just a bit, create some space in the ankle, a little movement, and then toes in the air to flex the foot, lengthen the spine, and exhale over leg, moving from hip crease. Imagine the right hip crease eases back just a bit more, waking the subtle shift there. And then we'll inhale forward, draw the foot in a little bit so that you have the deeper compression in the knee and ankle. And then we'll ease the hips back just a bit so we can take the right arm inside the right leg and move that right knee and toe out toward the corner. Use your blocks as you need. You may start to feel a deeper release into the front of the left hip. And so then take a moment here and explore rocking the hips a little bit, maybe dropping the left hip more toward the mat with a little rotation of your shoulders to the right, and then back through center and going to the opposite direction. Just gently moving in whatever range of motion your hips are ready for. Stay strong on the shoulders, drawing them toward the spine and the hips, anchored in the corners of your hands. And then if it feels right, allow the left hip to stay reaching toward the left side of the mat and the shoulders turn to the right. Couple of more nice slow breaths here. And then we'll inhale back through center, making sure we use pelvic floor and belly to stabilize the hips and the back. And then we'll ease the hips back, draw the right leg underneath you in tabletop, and take just a moment. And then when you're ready, left foot steps forward. And we'll come into that same little flow. So we'll inhale the hips forward and exhale back. And the next time you slide back, stay there. Lengthen your leg. Take a little movement in your ankle. And then toes in the air for flexion in the foot and ankle. Exhale to extend over your leg. Imagine the left hip crease reaches just a bit further back. And then we will slowly inhale forward, set the foot, easing the hips forward and down, getting that nice deep compression for the left knee and ankle, while we release the front of the right hip. And then if you'd like to explore that side to side motion, moving the hips toward the right, a little rotation of the torso left, and then opposite direction. And then if you want to, oh, I forgot to bring the hand inside. So bring your hand inside your left leg before you start doing all of that. You may have already just done that out of, feeling that in your body, but I forgot to cue it. So the left foot has that little turn out there, just giving you more room. And then hanging on the right side there, hip dropping toward the ground, torso turned to the left if that feels right for you. And then we'll ease back to the front and guide the leg underneath using your bandhas. And then we'll tuck the toes and come to sit on the heels. So wake up the soles of the feet, the toes. Use your blocks as needed to bring the floor up to you. And if you don't need your hands, then you can use this moment to decompress your wrist. So just take one hand around the opposite wrist, open and close both hands as you move the hand around the wrist and up and down the arm. Just getting that quick release. And then you can interlace the fingers and send them Hands away for a quick stretch through the underside of the arm. And then release, open, close, shake it out. And then use the support in your low belly. Ease the body forward and come off your toes. Let the feet hit the floor. Good. And any other little wiggles you might need here. All right. And then we're going to stabilize the core because we're going to need it. So bring the weight into the right knee. Lengthen the left leg out behind you, tucking the toes. And then when you're ready, extend the leg from the floor, keeping the hips square toward the floor. So we're not really hiking the hip open or trying to lift the leg real high. We just need it straight out from the hip. Draw pelvic floor up, navel to spine. Keep the shoulders level and the gaze toward the floor. And then extend your right arm if that's an option, straight forward with the palm open to the left and the thumb toward the sky. And let the four fingers rest softly in your palm. Jnana Mudra to support the spinal alignment. Keep pressing firmly into the four corners of your left palm. And then we'll exhale the right arm, the left leg. Take a quick press of the hips back just to release the hips and the low back. And then we'll come back to table. And this time we'll stabilize on the left knee. Lengthen the right leg, toes are turned under. When you're ready, core is engaged. Extend the right leg, keeping your alignment. If it's available, left arm forward and the fingers soft into the palm, thumb in the air. And then we exhale the left arm, the right leg, and a quick release. Press the hips back. All right. And from here, we're going into Malasana. So if you need a block or something to stack under the tailbone, do so. But go ahead and bring the right foot forward, the left foot out and down with the sitting bones. If you need a little something in the creases of the knees to give you, to make that more comfortable, feel free to. I like to keep a couple of matching washcloths and I'll roll them up and slide them behind the knees. And then if you want to bring the hands to meet at heart, lift up through pelvic floor, keeping the belly softly engaged and anchored into the corners of the hands. Slow, deep breaths. Five more breaths here, slow and steady, letting the body release what it no longer needs. Anything in your way of being able to see clearly. And then we'll release the arms. Take a little moment to move through the hands. Bring the hands to the floor. And on an inhale, lift your hips into the air. Lengthen your legs. Allow the feet to come in line with the hips. Maybe take a little movement through your knees. And then flat back here, long through the legs as much as possible. Couple of more breaths. And then we're going to cross the right knee in front of the left, bringing the left foot to the outside of the right foot. Flat back and forward fold. If it's available, let the head hang here. But if you have doctor's orders to keep your head above your heart, or you become dizzy or any other issues, come back into your flat back. And then we'll inhale, flat back. Unwind the legs. Give them a little movement. And then when you're ready, left leg in front of the right, plant the feet. Start with your flat back. And then if the body is able, take the fold, letting the body fully soften over your legs. Stay anchored into all points of both feet. Keep the toes easy. And the hips over the heels as much as available for you. And then we'll inhale back to our flat back. Take a pause. And then unwind the legs. Pedal them out. And then we'll inhale, send the arms out nice and wide, press into the feet, rise all the way up with a flat back, bringing the palms to meet overhead. And then exhale to your left, coming into a side stretch. Mhm. Inhale back through center. Exhale to your right. Inhale back up. And exhale, hands through heart. Let them extend alongside you and take a moment here in Tadasana. Really feel the ground underneath your feet, the strength of your legs, the engagement of pelvic floor, your core, strong shoulders on your back, the length and the energy through the arms and fingers and out through the crown of your head. Feel your whole body in space. And then shake out your arms, shake out your legs. All right. Keep your blocks nearby in the event you'd like to have them at some point. We're going to do a little standing flow here. All right. So from your Tadasana, allow the right leg to be forward, left foot steps back, and the left heel is elevated. So we're coming into high lunge. Inhale, reach the arms straight forward and take your right elbow underneath your left. So it looks like this. And then you can either bring hands to shoulders or you can wrap up your forearms with eagle arms and move the elbows up and away from the body. Feel free to step the right foot a little wider if you need a wider base here. Still using bandhas, keeping the shoulders down and the neck long, so chin is no more than about a fist distance from the chest. Feel into your left heel. See if you can notice if it's dropping in or turning out. As much as possible, bring it more centered. Still anchored into the ball of the right foot, especially into that space under the large toe. Three more breaths. And then we'll exhale, release the arms. Let them reach out wide and extend behind you as you extend your torso slightly forward, coming into flight. Push through your heels. And we're going to stabilize on this right foot. Use your bandhas. Draw the arms forward as you inhale. Palms meet at heart. And we shift the weight into that right leg. Left leg slides forward. Lift the knee. Coming into a one-leg Tadasana. Stay here. Set the foot or cross the left knee over the right. And let the leg, the outside of the left foot and leg rest on the outside of the right. Maybe sink your glutes back, pull your knees back, coming into an eagle leg chair. You can always slide a block under the left toes, the left foot. And then we'll inhale, rise, bring the left leg up and set it down. Release the arms back into Tadasana. Slow, steady breaths. Feeling the energy and the sensations through your body. And then eyes flutter open if they were closed. Stabilize through the bandhas. Right leg steps back, coming into your high lunge. So heel is elevated. And we're stacking the left knee over the heel. We're extending through the spine. Then we're going to inhale, reach the arms forward, and move the left elbow under the right. Take hands to shoulders or wrap up the forearms. Ease the elbows away. Good. And then on your next exhale, release the arms, reach them out wide, and extend them behind you as you gently extend forward over your leg. Come into flight. And then we will slide the arms forward, guide the arms forward as you breathe in, palms meet at heart. Slide the back foot forward and maybe lift your knee. Maybe cross the right leg to the outside of the left. Maybe sink your glutes back. Really engage deep into the core to help you stabilize. And then we'll slowly rise, unwind the leg, and set it down. Release the arms. Tadasana. And feel all the feels. And then we'll take a big breath in, let the arms rise. Big sigh as the hands slide down. All right. Now we're going to combine the arms and the legs. I'm going to turn to face you. You're going to take your right leg, lift it into the air, cross it over, and come into your eagle legs. Grab something to hold on to if you need to, if you want to pull a chair in or something of that nature. Ease your hips back, bending at the hips, sliding them back, coming into your eagle leg chair. And then we'll extend the arms wide, move your right elbow under your left, and wrap your arms or hands to shoulders. This is our eagle pose, and it requires a lot of focus, a lot of core. See if you can reconnect with your breath and come into the ease of the pose. A non-moving focal point for your gaze. Last couple of breaths. And then we'll lift up. So we use your pelvic floor and belly. We'll stand, release the arms, release the leg. And then take some movement. Shake out your left one. Maybe circle through the ankle a little bit. And as you're ready, take a big breath in and let it sigh away. Reset into Tadasana. I'm going to come off of these double mats. All right, if you're having trouble standing, stabilizing, a harder surface will make it a little easier. All right, so this time we're going to inhale, send your left knee up, cross it over. Exhale your hips back, find your chair. When you're ready, inhale, arms wide. Exhale, move your left elbow under your right. Take the arm variation that works for you today. Stay connected to your core, and you always have that option to have a block under your lifted toes and foot. Find a non-moving focal point for your gaze. And then we'll slowly unwind the arms. Rise. Lift the leg. Set it down. And then shake and wiggle a little bit. Move through that standing ankle, leg. Big breath in. Big sigh. Tadasana. And just pause to feel. Notice anything the body is communicating. Another inhale brings the arms overhead. The exhale takes you into your forward fold. Inhale for a flat back. And exhale down to hands and knees. And take a moment in your tabletop. Maybe roll in and out of cat-cow if that's what feels right for you, or just take a pause and notice your body. And then we're coming all the way down. So I want to start all the way down on the back, and then we're going to finish on the abdomen. So come all the way down, bend your knees to roll down. Take a moment when you arrive, let the body fully release toward ground. And then we'll inhale both knees into chest, give them a nice hug. And exhale to your left. So the right hip stacks on top of the left, shoulder blades are down. And then we will inhale back to center. Hug the legs in. Exhale, legs to your right. Shoulder blades down. And then we'll inhale back to center. Hug the legs in. Circle the ankles. Other direction. And wiggle the toes. Lift the legs into the air. Give them a little shake. You can do that for your arms too if you just want to support that energy movement and the return of blood to the heart. And then we will bend the knees, set the feet, and we're going to roll all the way over onto the abdomen. Now, for this, you might like to have your bolster or your blanket. Just have it nearby in the event you'd like to use it. Lay the body all the way down, and we're going to take the left leg out to the left. And this is where, if you want, you can bring in your bolster or a blanket, and you can come into a little more lift like you would with Sphinx pose. So it's kind of a combo of half frog and Sphinx. So we want a right angle at the hip, knee, and ankle. But if you'd rather take the body all the way down and not be elevated, that's fine as well. Just check in, especially with your low back. Make sure your body is happy and comfortable. Because if it's uncomfortable, it won't feel safe, and it doesn't feel safe, then it won't release. Slow, steady breaths. Ease through the face, the jaws, the mouth. Maybe the head hangs. Three more breaths. And then we'll slowly move the left leg back down. Level out the hips, maybe a little shift, rock side to side. And when you're ready, right knee out to the right side, looking for those 90-degree angles again at hip, knee, and ankle. Choice here to let the head hang if that feels good for you. Wherever you are, you want to be comfortable and at ease. Three more breaths. And then we will slowly guide the right leg back down. And if you are on a prop, go ahead and remove it. Come onto the forearms, bend the knees into the air and let them move side to side. Circle them. If you are taking circles, other direction. And lay the legs back down, allowing the legs to be in line with the hips, toenails down. Press into the forearms, activate this engagement of the shoulders and the back, and long through the neck. Take your inhale here. As you exhale, bend your right knee to bring the foot into the air and turn your chin left. Stay here and breathe. You can flex the ankle or just let it hang out. Find the option that feels right. Next, exhale, lower the leg, head comes to center. Full breath in and out. And then next inhale, left knee bends, chin turns right, head turns right, and we linger here. And with the next exhale, back through center to release. Good. On your next exhale, lay the body down. And this is where we're taking Shavasana today in a prone position. Unless your body just really would rather you didn't, then you accommodate your body's needs. But for a prone Shavasana, most people find crocodile a comfortable place to be to let the body soften. But if you'd rather come all the way down onto a cheek, letting the arms come in alongside you, feel free to make that adjustment in your pose. If there's anything else you need before you settle in, feel free to make that happen for your body. Finishing in this prone shavasana, bringing us back to our theme of clear seeing and focus. Supporting that journey by bringing the brow down and fully supported to help us release any stories still lingering in our mind that don't belong there, that are no longer serving us in a healthy way. Maybe use this time to explore the beliefs that are supporting and encouraging the patterns of thoughts and feelings that we don't want and or that we do want. How can we bring more of what we need into our minds? How can we release more of what we don't need? Or maybe it's simply a moment to witness any limiting beliefs. And gently begin to move into your toes, your fingers. Ease the hands under the shoulders as you are ready. Ease up. You can take a quick stretch back into child's pose if that feels nice for your back. And then as you're ready, make your way towards seated. And setting up, finding that alignment in the body, and just noticing anything that needs to be noticed. And as you inhale, lift and extend through the arms, letting your arms, heart, and mind be filled with loving kindness for you. And on the exhale, may we share loving kindness with others. We are all priceless. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so much.
much. How do you feel?
I feel good. No, that was perfect. It's just what I needed today.
Well, good. All
Yes.
right. Well, enjoy your week. I'll see you on Friday.
Yes, ma'am. You
Alrighty,
have a good
bye-bye.
week too. Bye bye.
Thanks.